Yo guys, so in this video I'm going to be giving you guys 7 tips for a high converting webinar funnel in 2026. I've personally made my clients mid six figures with webinars, and I've ran multiple webinars in the past few months. So I'm going to be sharing all that sauce I've learned from running those webinars and making a lot of money for my clients in this video. All right, so here you have the 7 tips that I'm gonna be going over in this video. Just do yourself a big favor and just stick through the whole video because there's some insane sauce in these tips. And if you don't believe me, stick through and find out, right? But starting off with the first tip, broadcast groups. By now, I hope most of my audience knows what it is and what they do. But if you don't, it's your lucky day. I'm gonna explain how this works. But basically, just for context, we didn't do broadcast groups um a couple months ago, and then we implemented them, and our webinar revenue literally jumped from like 30k webinars to 200k 300k webinars. So yeah, well, basically what they are and how they work, little example. So your lead registers for a webinar, they get funneled into a broadcast group like this, where they'll be basically nurtured prior to the webinar by providing value, breaking common beliefs and objections. And it's basically an email list. Well, instead of getting the notifications to their email, they're getting them on WhatsApp, actual like software, actual apps that they use on a daily basis and are really active on. So they're gonna actually read the messages there, and it's not just gonna go into their spam, which will eventually and ultimately help with drop rates, which is like the most important metric that you'd actually optimize for. Because the more people show up in your webinar, the more money you're essentially going to make, and the more people you're going to help with your coaching offer or with whatever you sell, right? It's also going to warm up your registrants. It's insane for follow-ups, like really insane. You can build like insane scarcity and urgency in this group, and opens a lot of opportunities for, let's say you run a new webinar um, in the future. You can funnel all of these people from your past webinar to your new webinar. You can funnel them to other products, other things you want to do. So much opportunity with this, basically, with this podcast group. It's basically an email list. Just think about it as an email list, and you can run it in WhatsApp, Telegram, IG. You can do like those communities on IG. I've seen people use those as well. But the only thing is, WhatsApp has a 1K limit per group, 1K member limit per group. So you're gonna have to create more groups if you get over 1K in your one WhatsApp group. But it's not a big deal. On to the next step, which is follow-up system. Super important. After the webinar, 30% of your cash collected of your revenue is still sitting somewhere in the follow-up system, and you're gonna have to go get it and dig it up with the right follow-up system. First thing you want to do is a really good replay page, and ours is not that good. It's not nothing crazy. Literally a page with a replay and a CTA to book a call and embedded Calendly, or this is actually cal.com. Super simple. Some people will have like countdown timers on top of their pages, like this offer ends in 36 hours. They're also pretty good, good for urgency and follow. So you could just have something like that on your page as well. But then essentially what we do in the follow-up system or in the follow-up stage is we usually like to run emails, WhatsApp, and paid ads as follow-ups. For emails, we do 2 emails to the main email list. Usually what we do is we have the offer owner or whoever it is make a loom like, thank you for showing me up, and then like funneling them to the replay, like the others there's an attached replay, or in the email there's a replay link. Works super well. And you can also do these personalized to the list, like, let's say attended, so glad you were in the webinar today, you learned about XYZ, and now da, 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 da. Or didn't attend, then like, hey, I saw that you weren't a part of the webinar this morning, da, da, da. They work super well. I love running emails with looms, and then we just run 2 emails here. This is what we do. You can copy those emails that we send. Then for attended, we do 4 emails. We run this. And then for didn't attend, so people who didn't attend, right? Smart guy. I do these three emails. So then WhatsApp. This is literally a gold mine, like a money bag that you need to milk. And the more you add foam and urge, the more cash you essentially make. But just what we usually like to send is voice notes, mm, screenshots of people joining the program. Because when other people see like, oh my god, like these many people applied, these many people are joining the program, like please let me get it. That's like real FOMO. And then like when people join during the webinar period, and if they get results in the first couple of days, that what they usually do, because our offers are structured like that, we like to send their testimonials and like, yo, this Matt guy joined 2 days ago and has already achieved X. And then the leads are gonna think like, fuck, I could have joined 2 days ago and already achieved that as well. Like, damn, let me join right now, right? And you can get like super creative with that. Just like put yourself in the lead's shoes and like think like, what would actually push me over the line, right? And just do that. It's not rocket science. And then for paid ads, if you do have the opportunity to run paid ads, literally a gold mine, you 100% should. What we usually like to do is we like to run bouquet call ads after the webinar. Um, it's different for what kind of funnel we're going for, but let's say we're going for a call funnel. We run bouquet call ads, and it's literally just targeting the people that registered for the live with video ads, static ads, and you can make them extremely personalized. And you can add your energy FOMO, like the offer is ending in 12 hours. Grab your seat down below, da, da, da. And we've gotten insane ROAS on these ads. We had a €8 per booked call average on one of the ad campaigns we ran for our clients, and we had 90% swap rate and 40% close rate on a 2K ticket. You can do the math for the ROAS there, and that's it for the follow-up system pretty much. If you do this correctly, you're gonna collect a lot more cash on your webinars. Just for example, and put this into perspective, we ran a webinar for one of our clients, and we booked 150 calls out of the follow-ups, and probably collected like 110, 120k cash from follow-ups alone. So please don't sleep on them. Then tip number 3, which is visual cues. Super, super, super important thing. This more on the presentation side. And what I mean by visual cues is, let's say you're talking about growth, interesting topic, super great. But instead of writing the word, show a rising graph icon, right? It's gonna come off way better. And the reason for that is because the human brain actually processes images 60,000 times faster than text. And let's even say that you have the best value ever. Like you have your presentation, your webinar is full of value, but it's 300 slides of pure text. No one's gonna want to watch that. Your retention rate is gonna be so low. And as humans, and especially in 2026, we need some dopamine. Like our attention span is so quick. Like we need some pictures in this presentation slide to make it more enjoyable. So please spend some time on your slides, make them visually super nice, so people are gonna actually stick to the end and stick through your pitch as well. Because if you don't have your slides on point, you're literally missing out on a lot of money there as well. And then you're missing out on changing a lot of lives through your product and your service. And then as well, 1 point per slide. Don't have 100 sentences on the same slide. Just like this. Making money with AI has never been easier. Next, right? Keeps the retention rate high. Then on to the next step, which is going to be create a killer webinar offer. Really good one, right? So how do you actually extract money from your viewers, from your registrants with a killer offer? This is a doc that we usually use for our webinar offers. So program timeline, super simple, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Then the core offer, what you usually offer. Please don't make your one-on-one like super crazy. Save your own time, right? On this one, and then bonus stack, super important. You've probably heard about this by now, but it still works like wonders, right? And what we essentially want to do is we want to outvalue the core offer with our bonuses to make the offer a no-brainer. And you don't have to come up with any crazy bonuses. You can literally reframe current core offer deliverables into bonuses by just adding something small to them. A super useful one I see now that is like custom GPTs, right? Super simple to make, and you can add a lot of value to the program by like custom GPTs, like my own GPT get to my mentor GPT, stuff like that. Or then like your bonus could be like audio files, audio file packs, ebooks, get my custom supplier, my private supplier, get my trading um get my custom AI journal that I use, da 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 da. Like so simple. Free onboarding call, da da da. Um Price anchoring, should have a webinar only price discount, right? Then scarcity urgency. Please don't fake this, please. Just make it real, right? It's gonna come off as fake if you fake it. The tone is gonna be off. Your body language is gonna be off. You're gonna be all over the place telling people you have 20 spots left, right? Um, and then risk reversal. Your guarantee could have a money back outcome based extended support guarantee, or you don't need one. It's super common to not have guarantees anymore at this um day and age. You don't really need a guarantee, but if you want to make it bulletproof and the most no-brainer forever, you could have a guarantee. But we just did 240K in 16 days with a single webinar without a guarantee. So yeah, and then this remember the offer stack that you're gonna do on the webinar, and how you do the kind of the how we pitch it and how you should pitch it on the webinar is like you list out every single component, every single deliverable of the offer that you have, then have like price tags of it, and they're like crossed over. Normally this would be x, and then you have the total value that's like 10x higher than the actual cost, and then you just remove all fear with a risk reversal, but you don't even really need it. And for some of our offers, we reduced like like if you don't want to go super heavy on the guarantee, if you want to do one, you can do like one of these like performance based guarantees. Like if you follow the steps and don't get actual result, you will personally work with them until they do, and that's like a really kind of low cost guarantee. And then tip number 5, and this is gold, so good, right? Micro commitment polling. What I mean by this, or before I go into what I mean by this, why should you do this? Like I said, attention span is at an all-time low. People can't watch 1 to 2 hour movies anymore without having real breaks, IG breaks, TikTok breaks. And guess who has produced those movies? Fucking Hollywood level, no, Hollywood filmmakers, A players, the best of the best in the world, the best producers of the world, the best script writers in the world have produced those movies, and they still can't keep their audience engaged. So just think how hard it is to stay engaged with attention span that low on a webinar. So hard. So you as the presenter gotta be all in on that, like keeping it engaged and having these micro commitments from their audience, like every 5 to 7 minutes. I don't know what's going on there. Well, every 5 to 7 minutes, and this is basically what I mean. Just having them say yes, type one. If actually say, like, "Are you guys ready for the training?" You know, type yes if you are, right, and then you're gonna have the chat blowing up. So just to keep them active, keep them on their toes. On the tip number 6, magnet on sign up. This is really good as well. It's gonna help you with your sign up, right? So basically, it's giving out something on the sign up. Yo, if you're gonna sign up for this, you're gonna get my XYZ playbook that I've used to generate multiple six figures with XYZ topic. And because some people are gonna be on the fence of joining, but when you have something that you're giving out for free, they might push them over the edge, and you might get 10, 20 more signups just because you had lead magnet there. So it's worth having there. And also you can also and you can also play around with it, right? You can only get the lead magnet if you join the WhatsApp group, the broadcast group, or you only get the lead magnet if you stay until the end of the webinar. Your retention rate goes up, right? Super good to have. Then last but not least, headline. This is on your webinar registration page. And I feel like a lot of people overlook this and just like slap a couple prompts to ChatGPT and get their headline from there. But it's super important, especially if you're running cold ads or ads at all, and for organic as well. So important. And just as a kind gesture, here's a framework that we use for all of our webinars that have generated multi six figures in client revenue for us. And here's a couple other frameworks that I've found that has worked for other people. This, for example, Onuha's headline, which is pretty cool in my opinion. I would sign up for that if I was interested in it, right? So here's a framework for you. You can play around with it, drop it into ChatGPT, Claude AI, and then put your prompts in, because then they have the framework to go off on, or then you need your own way. And the way you use this framework is basically discover the secret your the secret method. So this should be your unique mechanism. What's your secret method? Why should people buy from you? Why should people listen to you, right? What makes you stand out, right? Then your ICP, ideal client profile, your followers, your audience, right? Are using to achieve outcome, 10K a month, um, drop 20 pounds of fat, and then as a subheadline, without wasting years on outdated advice or quitting your job, stuff like that, right? Super good. Yo guys, thank you for watching this video. But before you go, if you're looking to run your own webinar and want my help for that, book a call down below and let's talk about it. Take care. Have a nice day.